Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. We're going to do a little NFC North Week 7 reaction as the Bears had their bye week, but we saw the Vikings play the Lions, the Packers play the Texans. We'll kind of take a look at the NFC playoff picture, plus a key injury to talk about as the Bears take on the Commanders next week. But first, you know what to do. We just crossed 105,000 subscribers in the past few days. Thank you guys so much. Let's try to keep it rolling. Let's get to 106,000 on the channel as soon as possible. So sub for Bears dubs. Let's get this dub next weekend against Washington, and we're going to keep the content coming for you guys. Be looking out for a Bears-Commanders preview tomorrow morning here on Chicago Bears Now. Speaking of which, Jayden Daniels exiting Washington's game with an injury. Commanders hammering the Panthers 40-7 late in this one. It was a ribs injury. It doesn't seem serious. His mom tweeted out that he's okay. He was in street clothes on the sideline in the second half, gave a little thumbs up to the crowd. So doesn't seem like a big deal. Seemed more of a precaution to keep him out as Washington was just in cruise control against Carolina. But still something to take note of. If he's got bruised ribs, well, he runs around. Obviously, the Bears are a physical defense. You can knock him around a little bit within the rules of the game, obviously. And this was a concern of his coming out of college, right, is that he's thin, he's wiry. He can't take the hits he took at LSU in the NFL and expect to not get injured. So this is definitely something to monitor, not only for this week, but moving forward in his career. Washington obviously now 5-2 after this win. Bears at 4-2. This is a massive game coming up between the top two picks in the NFL draft, assuming Daniels can play, and of course Caleb Williams on our side of things with the Chicago Bears. So we'll see how things shake out. We'll see if he's on the injury report. I would imagine he's at least sore throughout the week, and that can impact how you throw the football, how willing you are to run the football. So certainly not a nothing burger here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that keeps him out by any means. So certainly keep that in mind as the week progresses. All right, Packers 24, Texans 22 as we get to some NFL Week 7 reaction here. And, it's like, come on, Houston. Can you throw us a bone here for once? I mean, Jesus. Good back and forth game. I was live on 4 Verts for our kind of early window stream. Appreciate everybody who checked us out over there. If you haven't already, go subscribe to 4 Verts on YouTube. NFL and college football content daily. But this game was 19-14 Texans at halftime. Seemed like it was going to be one of these high-scoring affairs. And both teams kind of stalled out for a while. Packers took a 21-19 lead in the third quarter, sat with that score for a good minute. Texans, with less than 2 minutes left, took a 22-21 lead. I thought they got a little conservative there. If they could have gotten one more first down, they could have mostly iced the game away, and instead they handed the ball off twice. Then on 3rd and 15, just basically had no chance. Threw incomplete, and then had to kick the field goal, which gave them the lead, forced Green Bay to go down, but Jordan Love hit a couple of completions, and Brandon McManus, who they signed this week, hit the game winner from about 45 yards out. And the NFC North continues to just be dominant. It's just a dominant division. All 4 teams are 4-2 or better as we sit at this exact moment. And that's a massive win for Green Bay to beat Houston at home 24-22. And it's a bummer for the Bears because had they lost, they would have slipped into last place in the NFC North. Instead, the Bears still sit there at 4-2. And you got to keep winning games if you're Chicago. That is the bottom line. So big win for the Packers. FGB in the comments. You guys know the drill. Unfortunately, the Texans couldn't do us a favor. All right, shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Daily Fantasy made easy with Prize Picks. I had 3 entries today. I hit on all 3 of them. 3 2-player entries. I was hot, made some money. You guys can too. Get signed up today at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you sign up and play for just $5. Doesn't matter if you hit that $5 entry or not. As long as you play, you're going to get an additional $50 into your account if you use our link, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. PrizePicks available in over 30 states right now. Check and see if you're one of them and get started. Because some people draft Christian McCaffrey in their season-long fantasy league. Well, he may not even play this year. So That's the beauty of Prize Picks. 2 to 6 player entries, pick more, pick less, new lineups every single day, multiple lineups per day if you want. It is Prize Picks. Link is in the comments and in the description. Code CLNS gets you that $50 bonus when you sign up and play for just $5. Go ahead and check it out today. It's all available in the comments and description of this video. Okay, game of the day so far. Although 49ers and Chiefs is getting pretty juicy here. Kind of an ugly game there, but it is close. Lions 31, Vikings 29. Jake Bates, who kicked in the UFL this spring, has been the Lions kicker this year, hit the game winner with 15 seconds left. And just a huge win for Detroit, because Minnesota with a win could have taken not commanded the division, but a 2-game lead in the NFC North at 6-0. Instead, they fall to 5-1, and Detroit sits at 5-1. And now, I was thinking about this all day. I don't know what was better, if the Vikings win, Lions win. What's better from a Bears standpoint? In the end, I'm not sure it really matters that much. But ultimately, now all 4 teams are pretty sandwiched in there, right? Like, it's going to be competitive until the bitter end in this division. So, fun game. Vikings jumped out to a 10-0 lead. You're thinking, they're going to do it again. Then the Lions score 21 unanswered. A David Montgomery fumble late in this game was critical to get the Vikings back on top, but then Detroit drives down and goes and kicks the game-winning field goal. Fun game. It's a really good division, and it's going to be a bloodbath down the stretch, because a lot of these divisional matchups, especially for the Bears, all 6 of them are over the final 8 weeks, are going to determine a lot, not only in the division but in the NFC playoff picture. Speaking of which, as of now, the Bears would be in the playoffs with the number 7 seed in the NFC. Detroit's the 1 seed at 5-1. Tampa, Washington, Seattle, division leaders as we're filming this. If San Francisco were to win, they would replace Seattle. Minnesota's the 5 seed at 5-1. Green Bay's the 6 seed at 5-2. Chicago's the 7 seed at 4-2. They have the tiebreaker over Philadelphia right now based on win percentage in conference games. These NFC games, you got to win those. They're big. So, if you're the Bears, you can't worry too much about the division right now. You got to focus on the task at hand. And the next task at hand is Washington, who you could very much be jockeying with potentially in a wild card scenario. If they don't win the NFC East, they're going to be in the wild card picture, and the Bears could be in the mix with them. So, big game coming up Sunday. I would expect Jayden Daniels to play. We'll keep tabs on his injury situation throughout the week. We'll see what they say after the game, but Caleb and the boys coming off a bye need to come out and play well at Washington. That's kind of a 50-50 toss-up game on the road against the Commanders this coming Sunday. So we'll see how ready they are or are not to play when it comes to kickoff, which, by the way, if you missed the news, flex to 3:25 Central in the afternoon window. It's going to be Tony Romo and Jim Nantz on CBS. So NFL putting this in a prime slot. So Bears better be ready to go. All right. We're always ready to go here on Chicago Bears Now. So are all of you. My name is Harrison Graham. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will continue to pump out videos every single day here on this show. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We got Sunday Night Football coming up. Not Justin Fields. Russell Wilson going to start for the Steelers. We'll see if that's the right decision or not by Mike Tomlin as they take on the New York Jets and Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Boo. So enjoy that game tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow night. More videos for you guys tomorrow on the channel as well. My name is Harrison Graham. Until then, bear down.